Hi everybody, so welcome to the part 2 of my 71 Dutch Dart with the 1UZ FE as its heart. So I have to talk about the part 1. What was the part 1 about, you might say? Well, my goal was to find out the car as it was as good as it can be, meaning am I running correctly or something I should check out, because I felt the car is uninspiring performance wise. I don't know what else to say, slow. So I started doing some maintenance. So the first thing was to change the camber, the camber tensioner, the water pump, and then I changed the plugs, the plug wires, the what is that? Damn. The coils. Change the coils, and still not much improvement, not noticeable. So I was thinking, okay, let's get in there and I show you everything I've done. Okay, so first thing I've done, camber tensioner, water pump, leaking radiator fixed, aircon fixed, timing checked, the caps, rotors, both of them good. So it did not change much. So the next thing was, let's change the wires, the plugs, the coils, both of them. And while I was about it, I took off the air intake, because you have to take it off to access to the plugs here. I cleaned the MEF sensor, just kind of dirty, and I cleaned down the throttle body. And then, last episode, I took it for a test ride. So I'm going to talk about the application and the numbers. Alright. So the application is 1 second, and that one right there, race timer. Let's get into it. Okay, save, show runs. Alright, so last time I got these numbers. You can see the Fortuner is our own car, just to have a baseline. So it did 6.6 seconds, 0 to 60. First run 5.8, and then 5.4 the dart. And those are really bad numbers. However, I found some weird stuff in this, particularly the Fortuner. Let me see. Did the 0 to 60 in 85 meters. Okay, remember that number. The dart did 5.4 seconds in 103 meters. So that is just not adding up. So you should travel further. The time is gonna be worse and worse. So I think this app is no good. And then So we come back here. So I said, what else can be? And I concluded the only thing left is the fuel supply system. However, I know I'm running on 8 cylinders, all 8 is running, and the good old test, pulling the plugs, RPM drops, you got a running cylinder. On top of that, I did compression test, 190, all of them, within 5 and 10 psi from each other, except one cheeky cylinder, number 6, was 20 less than all the other ones. Now it could be a sticky valve, head gasket, or rings, some like that, but it would not affect too much of the performance. You would not notice it if the number 6 is also 190. So that's not. And went to the fuel system, not the fuel system first. I decided to take out the butterfly valve from the body. This is a traction control throttle body. Not all of them come with this, but this one did. And the way it works, getting data from sensors, speed sensors from the wheels, if there's differences in speed, it will close the valve, the butterfly valve. Now it's still hooked up. I don't know why, because it's in a Dodge Dart anyway, so I thought maybe it's working somehow, magically. So the easiest way to take out the butterfly valve, which is 2 screw. If you're lucky, the screws comes out easy. If you're not, you have to drill it out. I was lucky, took it out, garbage. So even if it works and trying to close it up, there's nothing to close, right? So and then I go out again, and this is what happened. So this is the other app. It's called Drag Racer. Now this is much better, I think, much more accurate. And here are the numbers. Run 1. So look at 60, 4.8 seconds in 50 meters. Run 3, 4 seconds, 50 meters. And run 2, 60, 3.8 seconds at 42 meters, and we got a quarter mile data, 402 meters, 15.8 seconds, 136 kilometers per hour. Now guys, that is one heck of a time, if you're asking me. However, there is one little okay, never mind. So my conclusion is, with this app, the Drag Racer, I think that is accurate, and 15.8 seconds on quarter mile and 3.9 seconds on 0 to 60k. I consider that is a good number. Well, compared to the online numbers for the Lexus LS400. However, this car is supposed to be 500 pounds lighter than the Lexus, so it should run faster. However, I'll say this is good for me. So everything works. We're gonna check the rest of the fuel system. I checked the fuel flow test. I did the fuel fuel flow test, and it gives me a good liter in 30 seconds. So the fuel pump is good, and I know the injectors got power, all of them good, resistant, but we're gonna check the rest of it and see what happens. But as of now, I'm happy with the result. I'm really happy. It's good. So we move on to other things. For example, I'm gonna do the interior as I want it to, because it's kind of a weirdish looking interior. We got some shaking at a certain speed, which is probably a transmission mount, which is no problem, and that's about it. So I'm gonna give you an update. See you later.